What are you doing? Shit. What the hell?
Miles Turner, Victor Wembanyama, or Walker Kessler.
Wemby really proved himself over this last season.
And next, we'll give away our 2KTV Most Proven Award to the player with the most wins in the Proving Ground this year.
Congratulations.
Oh. Oh, okay, you said? Okay. Oh, okay, you said. Oh.
Now the starters for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At small forward, Gary Payton II. At shooting guard, Brendan Bajinski. At center, Draymond Green. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr.
Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA. Well, Graham, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt.
Oh, hell no.
Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Payton in at the three, the small forward. And the Warriors with possession here after the basket by Houston. Inside on the wing, Payton. The three from Curry, and he buries his first look.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball.
Congratulations, BTA.
BTA?
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Payton, and it's Green in at the center position. And the Rockets with possession here, following the score by Golden State. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Green Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Inside. And Green with the basket on the assist from Payton.
That's a tough one there from Draymond Green. As tough as they come.
Oh,
Brooks
shit.
outside.
Yeah, aggravating me.
Will it go? The Rockets with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Payton. The three. And the three ball is good.
When Payton has a chance to get his feet set, he can knock down that three pretty consistently.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So, Brent, as fall turns to winter, the season just getting underway.
Yeah, Kevin, and you kind of feel like, man, we're in it. We are trying to get on the floor and get ourselves to the end of the year. So, yeah, pack your jackets, get your sweats, the full sweatsuits on, ready to travel, and we're in the thick of things now.
Although not the strongest, Şengün has a solid base and incredible footwork.
Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Van Vliet passes to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And once Green gets inside,
This is a game right here.
to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Wasted no time on that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
This is a game right here.
Here's Van Vliet. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. Curry kicks to Payton. Over Green.
This is a game right here. Right here.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Now here's Green. Pass to Van Vliet. And play stops. So whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often.
You can't fool me. You can't fool me.
Very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Eason's checked in for Houston. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Now the Warriors with it. They're on an 18-5 run. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Thompson. Some solid defense from Butler. The Warriors lead by 14. High post Green. Back to Podziemski. Down low. Moody on the wing. The 3. Another Another three for Golden State.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
To the middle. Here's Brooks. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Green, the pass to Moody. 4-3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
To the inside. Here's Şengün. Can't hit from in close. And here are the Warriors now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season. Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist by Thompson.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
And it's hammered home by Green.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Oh, yeah? What's this? What's this?
Little draw up there
What's
from the
this?
inbounds play to get them
What's
an easy
this?
And here's Butler outside. Oh, and the release.
I'll do it again.
BTA TNB.
The WNBA just tipped off an exciting new season, but in NBA 2K25, the excitement has been strong since launch.
That's true, and the next winner earned the title of the WMVP with over 8,000 wins.
What's this? What's this?
7 seconds left to play in the first. Butler in the corner from the arc. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play. An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you.
That's how we do.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transitions. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting?
That's how we do in the hood. That's how we do in the hood.
The life in the NBA and the play itself.
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
They've got Adams. Green is out
Oh,
there
my
with
God.
Whitmore.
No.
Smith. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Eason finds Green. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
He has been dropping bombs since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since then.
Here's Whitmore. The Rockets again can't hit. Golden State's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Jackson Davis, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Oh, man.
Last
It's
outing for
okay.
Houston, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story.
Okay. Watch it.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was...
Oh, shit. I messed up. What's up? My basketball game. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
We've got Steven Adams. Tari Eason is out there with Smith. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Whitmore in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Healed with the ball, guarded by Smith. Outside Kuminga. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston. Last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Shot is good by Curry.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Yeah.
Houston making some changes. Thompson comes in for Adams, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Whitmore. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Hield. Now here's VanVleet. Really had his troubles in that loss to Dallas. He just couldn't find his rhythm. Smith. The shot that time not on target. Green with the defensive effort. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end.
I'm still in.
What hot from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Golden State with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. And here's Curry for 3. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Outside Moody, 3-pointer, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Puts up a 3. Houston with another miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Curry against VanVleet. Beyond the arc.
Nah. No, it's okay.
W Online.
Congratulations, Bishop. We have Bishop on 2K TV right now. You are the winner of Wins in the W. So congratulations, Bishop. How do you feel?
I'm really excited about it. I really didn't know I was in the running for it. I've been playing a lot.
There's a minute left now here in the second. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Off target from three-point range.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry, good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
For 3, Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Trains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 26.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is
No.
at all times, especially when he's running around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Ooh.
Hey folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry show. He has just been everywhere.
Curry brings a different dynamic. No matter what the defense throws at him, finds a way to counter. Terrific first half.
Instead of doing it with size and speed, Curry does it with skill and heart, a special talent. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
At the guard position, Van Vliet and Green. Alperen Şengün out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations.
Oh, really?
On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At forward, Gary Payton II. At guard, Brandon Podziemski. The center, Draymond Green. At the other forward, Jimmy Butler. At the other guard, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. It's time to introduce the starting five. For your Washington Wizards.
Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Green in at the center position. Now here's Poole. Let's go with a three. He buries it from three.
Jordan Poole answers with the long-range shot. Nicely done.
Payton finds Green. Sarr pulls it in. Outside Koulibaly. Kicks it to George. It's Middleton on the wing. They get it again. Up top, Curry, guarded by Poole. Here's Green. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet.
Boy, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is. If he's got the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Middleton, no good off the front rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Outside Butler. The three ball. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, never one to force up a three. Jimmy Butler judiciously will take a three-point opportunity. That is a nice delivery.
Now here's George. Pass to Middleton. Knocked away. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 5 now.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards head coach had a few moments to share with me, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie.
Damn it.
And I'm really happy that I can not only win the award, but also maybe showcase some of my other teammates. Scoop, 2K God, LSS Brawley, I Am Presence YT, Solo V30, and Spock of 9. For the most part, me and Scoop play every day. So we usually pick up a third, and depending on who's available, that's who ends up filling the rest of our team out.
All right, so we have you clocked in at over 8,000 wins this year. What is it about the...
Not stuck.
Now, Poole. 9-point game is last outing, setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the center position.
Oh, no, Poole.
Now, here's Poole. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Jimmy Butler.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their effort.
And again, Washington, no good.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brett, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild. Yeah, I don't think that's at the top of the menu of shots that Jordan Poole likes to take, but he can knock it down with touch.
Here's Curry with the three.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Not good, homie. Oh,